sprint. I can barely walk.
And the other guy didn't take any water the entire marathon and had to be stretchered off. I mean, I don't know why he did that, but incredible.
What are we doing?
Freaking incredible. Audie Crooks has been nearly unstoppable for Iowa State. Coming up, how she honors her family's basketball legacy every time she steps onto the floor.
How often have you watched an event or a game and thought, that person sucks, I'd do better? How often have you seen a woman on TV in my position or on the field or court question or made comments about her appearance, weight, age, tired? No one is immune, even when you are great at what you do. Like Iowa State's Audie Crooks. She is a force on the court. She holds 27 records for the Cyclones. But that same body that lets her be that unstoppable force is also the source of scrutiny. Her weight, her training, her conditioning. And while she may hear it, she doesn't listen. Instead, every time Audie puts on that number 55, she instead focuses on her why. Katie Barnes has this week's SC Featured, brought to you by Zoom.
Iowa State's Audie Crooks is one of the most dominant players in women's college basketball.
Come on, Audie! She has been an unstoppable force.
She is your prototypical center. She's Shaquille O'Neal. We've never had a player like her.
One of the nation's top scorers, Crooks draws strength from her family's basketball legacy, even as she endures scrutiny, centered more on her body than on her talent.
Being strong is something that I'm proud of. Being big is something that I'm proud of.
How do you stop that? You can't.
I wanted to keep going and finish the fight that we started together.
Algona, Iowa. Population 5,500. This is where Audie Crooks' basketball journey began. Her parents, Michelle Cook and Jimmy Crooks, were both standout high school basketball players.
I remember Audie's freshman year, she said, Mom, I made varsity. I said, oh, what number did you get? And she said, well, duh, I asked for a 55. And I said, oh, what made you want that? And she said, well, duh, Ma, you were 55 and Dad was 55. She's kind of the one that created that special bond between her dad and I and herself.
My dad was my best friend. Whenever he was at any of my sporting events, I would know he was there because I could hear him. He always had the deepest and the loudest voice in the room. He was probably the biggest influence in my life as far as basketball. My dad's health struggles were kind of lifelong. I think I was maybe 8 or 9 and he had a heart attack. A few years later, he was hospitalized and had to have his leg amputated.
Then, on August 14th, 2021, Jimmy Crooks died. He was 55 years old.
I was 16, so just when kind of all the other pieces of my life started coming together, with basketball, with school, he passed, and yeah, it changed my entire life, changed my world. I didn't know if I was going to play basketball again because it was so deeply rooted in him, but I kind of dedicated myself to the game for him because those were dreams that we had built together.
In what ways do you honor your dad and carry him with you?
It's his Pops. I call him Pops. It was intentionally placed on his hand because I'm right-handed. So every basket that I shoot, he's with me.
That right hand would lead Bishop Garrigan High School to back-to-back state titles, with Crooks setting the state's single-season scoring record as a senior.
I think the issue, obviously, that everyone initially thought was, she didn't really play against much competition. You come from a small Iowa high school, so you're like, okay, does it really transfer to college? And I think a lot of it for Audie is, there's a part of her that wants to prove people that I can do this when you didn't think I could.
It took just 5 games for Crooks to become a starter her freshman year at Iowa State. From there, she would dominate,
Crooks. Basket and the foul.
Audie Crooks has just been unstoppable.
But the defining moment of her first season came during the 2024 NCAA tournament.
Maryland 20 minutes in has been sensational. That deficit, Iowa State currently at 16.
Coach Finn said, it's your choice. We can be done today. What you do is your choice.
Crooks wide open and a chance for three. Crooks with possession in the middle, a double team. Maryland started to feel the pressure.
She just kept scoring and scoring.
Crooks again, 35. Crooks, number 55 with 39 tonight. Iowa State finds a way and advances to the second round. Audie Crooks here, 40 points.
It was a crazy game, crazy comeback, and that's a game I'll never forget.
Crooks had arrived. But with the new attention came greater scrutiny, mainly focusing on her body.
Nobody can depreciate my play, so then they come after me personally, and it's like, that's not what I'm here for.
It's Audie. It's because Lord made her that way. Just tell her to focus on her gifts and what God gave her. It's not easy. It hurts as a mom.
This body has gotten me so far. So far in life, and it enables me to do what I do on the court. The people that criticize me for that certainly couldn't stop me in the paint.
Audie Crooks, her 2,000th point.
This season, Crooks became the fastest women's basketball player to 2,000 points in Big 12 history. She also accomplished a more personal milestone versus in-state rival Iowa. Why was your dad on your mind during that game?
We always watched the Cyhawk games together. I actually got emotional during the game, just thinking about him and, that we won't be watching this one together.
We hadn't beaten him in a while, but I know when she committed to Iowa State, her dad was big on, we better beat Iowa.
Coach Finn lost his dad, so that's kind of something that we share and we understand each other.
Feeds away and hits. Big bucket for Iowa State.
With 15 seconds left in the game, Iowa State was up by 3. And Crooks headed to the free throw line.
She looked at me and I looked at her and I just went like this. And I said, hey, both our dads are watching.
That one is good. It's a 30-point night for Audie Crooks. Iowa State will start to celebrate.
Just felt like it was written. It was already written.
They always say leave your jersey in a better place than when you got it. Well, 55 is going to be in a great place.
In basketball and in life, the deck of cards that I was dealt is a hard one to handle. But ultimately, the things that I've learned and the things that I've been able to do, I would say it's pretty successful.
For more on Audie Crooks' story, read Katie Burns' companion piece on ESPN.